Well, light is fading a little now, and Smurf is gleaming. I've just spent the last couple of days on and off, not in one go. Far too much for me, you know, to clean the van in one go. I do shifts, but just finished wiping him down. We had a little shower this afternoon, but I've gone over the van with Bobby Dazzler, and I'll put a little sign on the screen so you can see what it is. It's an inhibitor, so you just put that on and then wipe it off with a microfiber cloth, and it comes up lovely. And of course he's got a ceramic coating which is still pretty good. Well, is it time to go already? Hey, is it time to go? Well, hello and welcome back to Poshcats Cabbing. I'm Trevor, and this is Smurf, our blue IH van conversion from Nottingley in West Yorkshire. It's an IH motorhome, and it's a Volkswagen Crafter, and those of you that watch the channel regularly will know that we've had Smurf now for 4 years, and I've given him a good polish because this morning we're setting off on our long-awaited trip to Denmark, and we're away for exactly 1 calendar month. So today is the 28th of August and we're back on the 28th of September. So a nice long trip this time. We're going, I'll put a map on screen, we're going to go across on the Shuttle tomorrow morning first thing. So today we're heading down to Folkestone. We've got to pick up our doggy paperwork, and then across on the Shuttle train tomorrow into Belgium, and then heading north, and we're calling this tour the Dash to Denmark. We're going straight there. We're going to stop a couple of times just to make the journey comfortable, once in Belgium and then twice in Germany before we cross at Puttgarden on the ferry into Rodby and then head up to Copenhagen. So that's our first major stop, is Copenhagen. We didn't visit there last year, so we're looking forward to that. The reason for going back? Well, we loved it. We loved the country and everything about it really, and didn't really have long enough last year. So we're going back for another nibble at it. Sue's just bringing the last few things back for the van, and the dogs to load up, and we've got the one bike on the back of Smurf. Well, having crossed on Eurotunnel, we made our way to a little museum on the way to our first campsite called the Huge Crater. museum. There's a little air just behind it, which was really nice. We thought we'd keep that one in the bank for later on. All the facilities you need. But a nice little stop. We had a coffee and cake in the little cafe and a little look round the museum. We couldn't look round the bunkers and trenches out the back because we just had a really heavy cloud burst. So we got back on the road and made our way to our first campsite. Well, we've made it to our first campsite, haven't we, Sue?
Yes, we have.
And what's it called?
Urban Gardens.
Correct, in Ghent. Now we've been to another urban gardens in Ypres, haven't we, in Belgium, and this is the brother or sister site. It's part of the same group. So, a spider. Is that a money spider?
No, I don't think so.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, we're going to have a quick look around. We're here for a couple of nights and we're going to do a city tour in Ghent tomorrow. We're going to catch a bus, we think, don't we?
Yeah.
Just had a bit of lunch and a bit of a lazy afternoon, haven't we?
Well, it's been raining, isn't it?
Yeah, it's now the sun's come out, so we're going to wander around the site. We'll show you what it's like. So this is where the entrance is and the reception, just in this building here. And there's a barrier for in and out. The out barrier is up at the moment, I see, but just behind there is a bar and there's a little pizza place as well, a little hut that sells pizzas. That's opening today as well. And then you can go left or right into the site. We'll have a look down there. So we're amongst trees at Urban Garden here in Ghent, and there's lots of these little paddocks. I call them paddocks. Just on the right here. There's another one which has got 8 or 10 pictures. And here's one of the Motorhomes service points and one of the sanitary blocks. Sue's just going to go in and check it out. We think this is the older one. So what are the loos like then, Sue?
Very nice.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah, okay, yes.
The showers have got a sensor. You put your hand in front of them.
Okay.
To get them to come on and off. So I suppose you keep your body in front of it, would you? To stop it from going out when you're washing yourself?
No, you have to stick your hand over the sensor over and over again.
It's got a separate wash basin and a little thing to put your clothes on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And the disabled one was huge.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Good morning. Well, we didn't get very far with that tour. We got as far as the toilet block and the bar. But it's the next day now, and the sun is shining, it's beautiful blue sky, and Bob and I are going to go on a cycle ride. It's a mystery as to where we're going, but we are near the city of Ghent. So there's not many choices really, it's got to be Ghent. So here's the bike, I'll show you the bike and we'll be on our way. As usual, the My Rider 1 with his bag, topped up the water. Got my travelling colleague, Bob Earnshaw. And I've been faffing long enough. Let's get on the road. Made it into Ghent. All cycle paths all the way along. And we're standing on the swing bridge, watching the boats and the yachts and yachts, rowing boats, little motor boats and dinghies and things. Shot from the other side. Looks like there's a castle down there. A couple of churches. Well, we're back. We've gone for about an hour and a half. And that was a lovely ride. And Sue and Jenny went for a walk with the dogs. Oscar's escaping. He's wandering about there with that lead on. Yeah, he's a bit. That's because I'm standing over here. He wants to come be with me. Poor old boy. Anyway, we're going to pack the bikes away, have a bite to eat, and then we're going to go back into Ghent on the bus with the girls. So we'll show you more of the buildings and more of what I couldn't film whilst I was cycling. So we just walked to the bus stop, and the bus was approaching, and he stopped momentarily and then looked at me and said, and I thumbed up and he stopped for us, bless his heart. So we quickly got on, and we're heading into Ghent.
The tickets.
Yeah, we just paid by credit card on the contact thing. Yeah, what Sue said. And we're whizzing along back into Ghent with the girls. We've got Sue with me this time, and Bob and Jenny. Looks like it's been raining here. Yeah, we went on a bike the other way, in the other direction, which was a shortcut. The bus can't go down there, so we're going around through this part, which is near the park. And very shortly we'll be in the city. I think it's only about a 10-minute ride. Well, that isn't the bus we caught, but this is the bus stop we've just got off the bus. And we were on bus 11, which took just a little more than 20 minutes, so there's quite a lot of traffic. Very efficient though, very enjoyable ride. Really interesting sculpture here. With the backdrop of the buildings as well. Quite attractive part of Ghent. In the heart of the city here. Just shading under the trees. Just admiring another huge clock tower here. Fabulous buildings all the way along. In the Belgian city of Ghent. And so it continues. This is the other side of this beautiful church. And we're in another square this side. Oh, it's a little bit quieter down this street. So now a motorbike comes by. But, we're a little disappointed that this castle behind us here is shrouded in scaffolding. But we're going to try and get a picture around the other side if we can. Well, sadly no, there's still scaffolding on this bit. You can see the end part of it. What are you cooking in, Sue?
Sweet and sour.
Oh, let's have a look.
There's onion, pepper, carrot, sweet corn, corn pieces.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get stuck coming in from the shuttle.
Oh, I can't bring meat, no.
And boiling the bag rice.
Oh, look at that.
It's all ready. I'm using our induction hob, yeah.
Yeah, using the induction.
Won't be
There's a
long.
pity it's not smelly vision. Very nice.
Very onions.
Well, we've made it to our next campsite, and we've crossed through from Belgium, through Netherlands and into Germany, and we had a long travel day yesterday. It was a good 6 or 7 hours from Ghent up to Doktorsee here in, well, northern Germany. We're approaching Hanover in Germany, and quite a long trip, but it was a Sunday, and we deliberately chose the Sunday for that long route because there were fewer lorries, and that was a good strategy indeed. A lot of the airs were full of lorries, but yesterday, being the 31st of August, was the end of the high season for travel and holidays. Many of the schools and workplaces go back to work September the 1st this morning, and we're noticing already that the campsites, this one in particular, has emptied out somewhat from when we arrived. There was an awful lot of people milling about yesterday afternoon, and now it's gone very, very quiet this morning. So I think it's business as usual back in Germany here now. I'll show you the campsite. You can see just how nice this campsite really is by the lake, a huge lake. Well, I'm standing here. It's a little bit grey this morning, not much blue sky about, but it's very still. It's not a breath of air, just a hint of a little drizzle coming through these grey clouds. But there's the beautiful lake, and behind me here are pictures which have been vacated in the last sort of 24-48 hours. We're on the club area of this campsite, and it's specifically for caravan and motorhome club members and other users, of course, but it's really quite a nice spot. What you do see on some of these German sites is these seasonal pictures using touring caravans with canopies over them, little sheds and buildings attached to them. I've seen this on a number of German sites, particularly in this area, where these are the Germans' second homes. I think they come at weekends and so on. But it is right next to the touring part of the site. And this is split into two halves, this campsite. There's a huge area over the other side of the lake too, which is occupied by all sorts of lodges and cabins and more camping. So it really is a massive site. There's facilities blocks on both sides of the lake, and a shop and a bar as well on both sides. And down here we've got the children's playground, and just in the distance there is the shop and bar, which is all closed at the moment. It's first thing in the morning. It's a little shop, just sells essentials, and this is the way that we came into the site, through here. And just here is the sanitary blocks. This on the right is the chemical waste point. There's a disabled toilet just there, and then the main block is here. You need a card to get in, your security card, and then a credit card, the same card for use with the showers, which has got money credited to it. The first area inside the door is washing up area, a sort of a common area, and then the ladies and gents toilets and showers are separate doors into separate areas. Just here there's a doggy shower, and there's another door round to the side here. We'll just go and have a look at that. Well, beautiful sunny morning, and we're just packing up here at Doktorsee, which is near Hanover in Germany. Beautiful rural area. Could spend an awful lot more time here. Certainly visiting the little villages and places around. So we are on our dash to Denmark. We're on day 5 today, and we're going to be finishing up today at Puttgarden, which is just on the opposite side of the water to Denmark. So tomorrow morning there's a ferry, Scandlines ferry across, it's already booked, from Puttgarden to Rodby, which is in Denmark. So that's tomorrow. Today we need to get from here up to Puttgarden, which is about, what would we say, Sue, about 4.5 hours?
Yeah.
And we kind of allow a little bit more time, so 4.5 to 6 hours, but it won't be that long. But it's all motorway, so it's pretty dull. But that's the dash. We're not stopping on the way really, although we've found some really nice places to rest over, and we've taken 2 nights here because of the longer journey. So we're having a travel day and a break, and a travel day and a break, and that's the way we've kept it comfortable for ourselves. So we'll get on the road and we'll see you up at Puttgarden in just a few hours. And if we see anything else, we'll stop along the way and show you that. Well, we're approaching Hamburg on the motorway. It's been quite a straightforward morning, and we've just pulled over on our motorway services, but just have a look at this. And that looks to me like one of those trams that they have in the city, pulled by a tractor unit. We've lost count how many wheels there are, but that's quite a thing. I reckon that's going to be escorted into Hamburg later on, after cover of darkness perhaps, but that is pretty long. Well, we've made it to Campingplatz Puttgarden, which is right on the coast. I'll show you on the map where that is. We hadn't booked, but we did phone through. The reception here is unmanned today. So we phoned through and we were granted 2 pitches, and someone's going to come and collect the money this evening. There's that little bistro on site. Highly recommended apparently. And this is the entrance to the campsite, and you can see Smurf just peeking out along the back there, centre of picture. This is the facilities building, and there's ladies and gents toilets, showers, and also washing up area inside. Really quite nice inside there, quite modern as well. Here we have the recycling. There's a washing up area here as well. Over to the right here is where the cabins and seasonal pictures are on the campsite. think this must be the largest caravan I've ever seen. It's an Adria, and that looks about 11 metres long. Huge. There's a ferry just berthing over there. It's 7 PM, and that's the latest ferry to come in, just behind the building there. The building itself looks like a boat, doesn't it? Or a ferry. You can see the smoke coming from the chimney of the ferry. It gradually comes into berth, and that is the ferry terminal at Puttgarden, and standing right next to the crossing here. It's pretty flat tonight. There's one or two little boats out there fishing and whatnot. And it's just speedboat went out just a moment ago, but that's disappeared somewhere. Looks like we're going to have a bit of a sunset. And the campsite is just behind where that motorhome's parked, behind the hedges, just over there. So we're stone's throw from where we pick up the ferry at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Good morning. Oh, bright sunshine. Oh, can you see me?
Nice.
Yeah, there we are. That's better. So, where are we?
We're waiting at Puttgarden.
That's right, Puttgarden.
Waiting for the ferry.
At the ferry terminal, and in the lane 6. And we're very, well, not bright and early really, but we're very ready to get to Denmark now.
We could possibly get the 9:20.
Yep.
You can see lorries now going on.
But we're booked on the 10 o'clock, so we got here about an hour before departure. And there is a chance that we'll get on the 9:20, because it says next sailing 9:20, but it didn't say it was to Rodby, did it? So,
No. So
can't be sure.
Might not be.
Might be to some other destination. So anyway, we're in lane 6 here.
The bike's on the back, so we're going to have to be careful getting on and off.
Yeah, that's the next worry, is going up the ramp onto the ferry. The bike rack is sticking out a bit, but we don't have an overhang on this van, so the wheels are right close to the back of the van on the tow hitch. So, but the van is fairly low, sitting on the road, isn't it? There's not much space under it. So we're just worried about that. But we've what did you think of the last campsite? I thought it was really nice facilities.
Showers.
Oh yeah, showers.
You could actually leave them to run. They weren't. They weren't a sensor or a card, were they?
The water on the pitch wasn't working, but and the electric hookup was reverse polarity.
So we had our adapter ready for that. And Bob had bought one, so he was quite pleased. He made a little film, didn't he?
Yeah. So we warned Bob of that sort of thing when we go on the
little thing you plug in, and there's one light. It means it's reverse polarity.
Yeah.
There's 3. It means it's normal.
Some of the smaller campsites do have reverse polarity. They're not quite as keen to keep it.
It was quite expensive though, because we didn't know how much it was.
45 euros.
45 euros. It was 10 euros just for the dogs for one night.
Yeah.
But we think that's because of where it is. It's so near to the ferry terminal.
I have heard
capitalising on that.
I have heard that this coast and along the Baltic Sea is very expensive in Germany.
You can't book for one night. So when we got here, we had to phone up and speak to someone, and they just asked for our car registration number, and the barrier went up, and then we just had to find a slot and pay at 8 o'clock at night.
That's right. Somebody came to reception at 8 o'clock to collect the money.
Puttgarden.
Very nice. The pictures are a little untidy, but the facility block is second to none.
Big pictures, grass.
Yeah, there's plenty of space.
That green waste thing, we weren't sure about that pipe, were we? Was that?
Yeah, that's grey waste. So you've got grey waste. The water taps weren't working, I say. If you want to go to the service point, there is a motorhome service point down the end of the opposite end of the facilities block, which is again easily accessible, very good. And it looks like there's a lot of fishermen go there because they've got sinks and basins and things for washing fishing gear, as well as washing
what those trough things were?
Yeah, and outside as well for washing equipment. So you know, they appeal and cater for all sorts of people, not just Brits going to Denmark. Yeah, so it's really good. Probably worth the money by the fact that the showers, you could turn the water on and off, and you could have
and
unlimited.
Bistro.
Wasn't a press
You could
button.
get cake and coffee for €6.
Oh, you're on the bistro now.
And
Bob and Jenny went in there.
We had a salad we had to eat up.
Yeah, we had some stuff that we didn't want to waste, so we used that up. Yeah.
And they were reasonably priced.
So we don't feel like we've overpaid. It was just a bit of a surprise. It was €45 really. Okay, so we'll see you on board. I think that's the next step. We'll see you on board, and we'll be within 45 minutes. We'll be in Denmark, won't we? Okay, see you there.